What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is not gonna be a reaction video that I've been doing. No, today I'm gonna give you guys my first trimester recap. Yes, it is a pregnancy update video. And I wanted to sprinkle in a little bit of even how I knew I was pregnant, because I see those videos floating around and a lot of people are interested. So yeah, if you guys are ready, let's get straight into it. So, my journey with pregnancy, I think it was really short. Shorter than I really expected, because I don't know if I was actually diagnosed. I only went to one doctor about it. I should have gotten multiple opinions, but yes, the gyno that I went to in my teens and my young adult life said I have PCOS, which just simply put, I had very, very irregular periods. I basically had 3 or 4 periods a year, which is not normal, okay? That is definitely not normal. And they had to sprinkle it in. He was like, oh, later on, if you want to be pregnant, there might be some complications, and it might be really hard for you to get pregnant. So that really spooked me out as a 20, or how old was I? Probably like 19 or 20. Yeah, it really spooked me out because I really wanted kids. So yeah, that's the mindset where I was coming from and the knowledge that I had. Soon after that, I did go on the pill to regulate my periods, and I was on the birth control pill for probably a good couple of years. So a long time. And yeah, these pills regulating hormones in your body, and it's generally not that great to be on the pill for a long period of time. By the time Susan and I got married, I wanted to consider kids, because I was also approaching that age where it was going to be very hard for me to have kids. And I just didn't want to reach that age where I cut off my birth control and it's already too late. Like, I'm going to have complications or anything like that. So I stopped taking the pill last May. I completely cut it off. And honestly, it wasn't even the intention to get pregnant. It was more so I wanted to stop taking this pill every single day, irregularly regulating my hormones. Does that even make sense? I don't even know if that makes sense. But yeah, so I stopped in May. Again, we weren't preventing it from happening. And miraculously, I also got my first natural period like in June or July, which was amazing. A lot of women actually don't get their natural menstrual cycle like regulating after like even minimum 6 months after cutting the pill off. So I was really shocked. I was surprised. I was like, oh my God, like, great. I guess my body's finally regulating itself and going to like a normal cycle. And lo and behold, in August, I didn't get my cycle, and I was like, am I pregnant? You guys have no idea how much I spent on pregnancy tests. Thank the Lord. You know those like cheap, like strip science lab biology looking tests? Thank God those exist, because those are fairly budget friendly. So I got a bunch of those, and it was negative, like fully negative in August. So I was like, okay, so maybe my body's not regulating itself. Maybe it's just kind of like going all over the place. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not pregnant. Great. And they got, life went on. September came along and still no cycle. Like, Auntie Flo did not visit me. So I was like, okay. Again, I just got off the pill, which I've been on for years. So I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe that one cycle back in July was a fluke. And I just needed to have my body just adjust to it even more. So this is one of the signs that was really, really different from my usual like PMS symptoms. Cause oh my God, guys, I have no idea how much I Googled. There's, you guys did like the whole Venn diagram. Is that called the Venn diagram anymore? I forgot. This was a long time ago in school. So many overlapping symptoms. Like, you're cramping. No. You also might be getting your cycles through. Like, there was so many. But there was this one symptom that was really different. I don't know if I can say the term on YouTube, but anyways, my girls over here in my breast area. That sounds so weird. They were very, very itchy. Oh my God, I'm saying this on YouTube. Yeah. So they were not getting larger, but they were very itchy. And I was like, oh, this is certainly new. Like, I've never felt this before. So I remember the date. It was so like it's so still fresh in my mind. It was September 14th. I was like, okay, let me just take one more test to see, if something's happening. So I took it. There was a very like attached like 100 V's, like very faint line. If you don't squint your eye or like you don't take like you have to see it in like the perfect lighting, like you wouldn't see it. I showed it to Susu and he was like, what the hell are you talking about? There's nothing on there. But I don't know, something in me, some senses tingling in me was like, no, that's a line. Like I see it like that. That was different from all the hundreds of tests I've taken in the past 2 months. This is different. I practically Googled everything at this point. Let me wait like a day or two and take it again. So I did take it again. The cheap ones. The line got a little darker. So I was like, okay, maybe this one's maybe it's not defective. Maybe something is really happening. So I went to CVS and I actually got those, your traditional like clear blue, what else was there? First response, like you pee on a stick type of things. So I got those and I tried the clear blue one. I'll insert photos like wherever I can. So I tried the clear blue one. It was, again, attached like 50 V's to it. Very faint line, like a very subtle blue line. Now, I know you ladies out there, there's this thing called an evap line, which I've gotten before. So that's when like the ink is drying out, like when your urine is drying out, like the ink inside the little pen is also drying out. It causes like this like very like thin evaporation line. So that's a false, like, that doesn't mean you're pregnant. It's just an evaporation line from the test itself because it's just drying out. Because you're supposed to read the test within like 3 to 5 minutes after you pee on it. So it wasn't that. Like there was a line there which was really, really faint. So I was like, okay, I've never gotten this before, so this really must be something. And then the day after, I went to go, I couldn't wait any longer. I was excited and anxious and frightened all at the same time. So the next day, I got the digital clear blue test. Now, the digital ones usually don't work. Like, you can get a lot of false negatives. Probably like, 12 days DPO. Oh my God, if you guys know the lingo, you know the lingo. But I don't know. Something in my gut. I was just like, okay, you know what? Let me just try it. At this point, it's for funsies. Let me just try it. And I got a positive. Like, it said pregnant. And I was like, oh my God, it's actually happening. So, yeah, we found out September 17th that, yes, I was very, very much pregnant. Really happy. We just didn't know it was going to happen this fast. I didn't know if I could even get pregnant. So you see where all my emotions were at that time. Yeah, that's how I knew I was pregnant. That's how I knew it was my itchy boobs. So that was it. That was how I knew. That was my one symptom that was very, very different. So it helps you. Great. It helps someone out. All right, so this is the portion where I'm actually in my first trimester. I want to talk about like what my symptoms were, what I was doing, what the doctor's appointments looked like. Because again, this is the first time me being pregnant. I don't know what I was going on. And again, my sister was pregnant. Obviously, my mom, grandma, everyone was. Whatever they say to you, it's their experience. You're going to experience something way different. So don't just take what they experience and be like, oh my God, that's going to be me. Or it's going to be Breeze. Oh my God, it's going to be horrible. Like, because it was very different for me compared to like my immediate youngest, like little sister. It was very, very different. My last menstrual cycle doesn't really line up where I got pregnant, because like technically I should be like 10, 12 weeks, but I wasn't. So we went for our first checkup to confirm that I was actually pregnant, and just in case I didn't get a false positive on my test. They confirmed a pregnancy was forming, but they couldn't tell me my due date because I was so early on. You see the yolk sac, like you see like, you can't even see the fetus, like everything was just so early. So they were dating that, my first ultrasound, to 5 weeks. Now again, you usually get one ultrasound during your first trimester, but again, for me, since I just couldn't pinpoint when my due date was because my menstrual cycle didn't really line up, I had to go for another one. So we went 3 weeks after. So they only brought me in at 8 weeks if I'm gonna date. And our little baby looked like a tiny little gummy bear, which is really, really cute. We even saw like, oh, now we know the gender, so I could finally say her pronouns. So she was like wiggling there. It was, oh my God, like when you see that first ultrasound, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like, I don't know, I just felt like butterflies in my stomach. Like it was an amazing time. So finally, we had a due date and we found out, yes, I am now actually pregnant. So now it really hit me like, oh snap, it actually really happened. It wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a false positive. It actually happened. After that, you go for a NT scan if there's any genetic defects or anything. So I went to go do that on my 12-week ultrasound. She looked super healthy. Everything was great. So yeah, that's kind of like the doctor's appointments you'll get in the first trimester. Again, this is just me. If you have a high risk pregnancy, yours might be way different. So again, don't take what I say here and assume that it's going to be the same for you. It may be the same for you, but it might be very, very different. Okay, now I want to talk about the symptoms of my first trimester, because this was very different. I don't think a lot of women will go through what I went through my first trimester, because, okay, I'm really sorry, this might nudge some people the wrong way. My first trimester was a breeze. I did not have any throwing up. I didn't have any nausea. I was fine as a peach, like if you want to put it like that. I don't know what was going on. I was pretty normal. The only thing that was different for me was one symptom in particular. Everything tasted bad. I had this really weird taste in the back of my tongue, like, oh, I don't know, like, oh my gosh. There's a term for it. I'm not gonna say it because I feel like I'm gonna butcher the word, but I'll insert it right here. That's what I had. Every food, everything I ate, except for sweets, except for sugar, like a lot of like sugary things, it was so bad. Thank God I still ate though, because obviously I gotta eat. I need to feed myself, feed the baby. But everything tasted so bad. It was the worst 13 weeks. No, actually, it went for even a little longer. It went to a little bit into my second trimester, which I am currently in right now. I'm 22 weeks. I'll probably be 23 by the time you guys see this video. Probably up to my 16th week. Oh my God, it was so bad. Like, yes, I'm blessed. That was the only symptom that I had. Really, everything tasted brown. That's the best way I can describe it. It just tasted like I was drinking like brown water. I don't know. Is that the best way to put it? I mean, if you guys understand, you understand. Yeah, other than that, just being a little more tired. I don't think I took any naps actually. Like I wasn't that tired where I'm like, oh my God, babe, like I need to lie down. I really need to take a nap. Like, no, I don't think I took any nap. I was very active. I'm still very active. My doctor told me again, like I got the clear from my OBGYN. She said it's fine that I can still lift just to maintain whatever muscle I have right now. I can't go hitting a PR, like I can't go hit 315 on a deadlift, but I can still like maintain what I have. So again, ask your OB if you do want to work out. But yeah, like my first trimester was pretty much a breeze. Nothing really different. I guess the other like symptoms was, oh my God, like my skin was breaking out. Like I felt like I was 16 again. Like my hair was really dry and brittle, but that's mainly like cosmetic thing. Yeah, that was pretty much it. That was my first trimester. Everything just tasted brown. That was really it. And I'll see if I'll do like a second trimester recap for you guys. I'm still working out. I'm doing the same things. Still working. I guess because now my uterus is growing. Ash, she's growing, and it's pushing my organs like everywhere else. Yes, I am very out of breath. Yes, I am constipated. But again, these are just kind of like normal things that do happen, and I think that would happen to like the healthiest woman out there. Like, it's pregnancy. You're growing a human. You're doing an amazing thing. So yeah, guys. That's pretty much the recap. Really nothing much else, but if you guys can relate, let me know. If you guys kind of just went by your first trimester as a breeze. Like, I feel so bad even making this video because there's so many women out there who I've watched with their first trimester recaps. They're like, oh my God, I was so tired. I couldn't go to work. Like, I was vomiting like every single hour. I couldn't eat because that was with my sister. Oh my gosh, I felt so bad. So I guess it's just my body. I guess the only thing I do a little different is I am very active. I still am very active. I walk around a lot. I still like mini power lift. So who knows? Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Thanks for sticking around. Be safe. I'll see you in the next video.